Top of the morning. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Boy. Come on, no. Come on now. Winning Wednesday. Huh? Not hump day. Forget that. You know, we on a new page here. Boom. Okay. You know what? I was listening to a little bit of T.D. Jakes. Okay. T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes. I tell you the truth. T.D. Jakes. Success is measured by a far more complicated device. Okay. For some, rain is a sign of prosperity and a great blessing, instead of an inconvenience, something that deters from traveling or interferes with. You see what I'm saying? It's all in how you look at a thing, you know what I mean? And this figuring out and understanding winning, okay? Winning Wednesday, all right? Check it. For example, how do you feel? I mean, how do you feel when you're hanging out? Right after you hanging out, you know, you go hang out with your buddies, you know, your girlfriends or whatever like this here. Okay, and after you finish hanging out with them, how do you feel? Okay. Matter of fact, how do you feel after you've been around the people that you always be around? How do you feel after the fact? How do you feel after you talk to your best friend? How do you feel? See, that's what you have to look at. Okay. Because see, now that goes back to, in fact, I think we talked about this once before. You know, because you draw energy, you draw energy from people. Okay. And then you feed it back to them and they feed it back to you and it just, okay. And everything. And then there are those, all they do is take away from you. Okay. So in this taking away while we trying to win, they taking away from you, trying to make you stumble, trying to make sure you don't win, Like the guy who figured out you don't have to put a lid on a barrel of crabs. They take care of it themselves. All you need is 2 or more. And they will make sure nobody climbs out. I remember this story years ago that Jim Rohn told. It was out of the book called Illusions. And there were these clingers. Okay. These clingers that were hanging on. Okay. And all their life, that's all they did. They just hung on. Even the older clingers were still hanging there, and the younger clingers was like, why do we cling here? Well, that's what we do. Okay? I.e., how do you feel after you've been around folks? All right, and just fast forward the whole story. There was this one clinger that said, you know what, forget this. If this all there is, just let it happen. So he let go. But see, what the other clingers didn't know, because they never let go. Yeah, you'll get beat up, but all you gotta do is grab hold of something, right? And then you start healing up. And then what they also didn't know, because they never let go, well, see, you get closer to the sun, and the sun heals your body faster, and then it changes you. All of a sudden you got a new look. You know what I mean? Hey, you smiling more. Lady asked me the other day, You know, she says, what is it that you do to keep such an upbeat spirit? You know, and that just man, look, that just humbled my spirit to boy. And I told her, I said, well, you know, I try not to let things, and then I told her about it, something that happened to me a long time ago, you know, and it affected me. And that's the other thing. You know, that goes back to the rain, okay? And I look at things, and I trust in the Lord, okay? And I could tell her spirit was lifted, and she went on. Matter of fact, yesterday she gave me a book, okay? But the point I'm making is, you know, do you understand what winning is and start winning? Even though winning and reading go together, okay? Coffee. But dig it. Check it out. That's the question of the day. How do you feel? How do you feel when you around the people that you around? How do you feel after that fact? Maybe you need to change some things. This is 2016. And that carrying over, that holding back, that interference, hey, that's dead, gone, done, out of here. What she said, ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, we winning here, huh? We winning.